The Cebu Home and Builder Center Mega Year-End Sale is here! Mega deals of up to 70% off on great selections from tile, bath, light system, hardware, and a lot more. Hurry! Grab this chance to avail of our mega discount of the year. Visit Cebu Home and Builder Center branches from November 15 to December 15 in Banilad, Mactan, Consolacion, Enbacaso, and Minglanilla. Special thanks to our brand partners, La Plana, Argenta, Baldoser, Duragres, El Molino, Fino, Fino Royal, Lux, Mulia, Sasuko, Studio, Taisera, Cool, Malcolux, Kendo, and Cool PPR. For detailed fair trade permit number R7CB441 series of 2020.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, November 18, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in Newsbits tonight. Some traditional public utility jeepneys in Cebu City will return to the streets this Friday, November 20, if they meet the LTO and LTFRB requirements and if their drivers pass the COVID-19 test. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
Traditional public utility jeepneys in Cebu City will initially resume operation on Friday, November 20, 2020. The resumption of the operation was supposed to start tomorrow, November 19. However, the Land Transportation Office and Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board Central Visayas said they are short of manpower to man the one-stop shop. Drivers are expected to receive their COVID-19 test result from the Department of Health Central Visayas tomorrow. Councilor James Cuenco, chairman of the Cebu City Task Force, said once the drivers will get clearance from DOH, LTO, and LTFRB, they can immediately resume operation in their respective routes. Cuenco said the one-stop shop for jeepney routes in barangays Guadalupe and Lahug will start tomorrow, while routes for Labangon will be on November 23 and Basak, Pardo, and Bulacau routes on November 24. On November 25, the one-stop shop will cater those drivers and operators with routes from Mambaling and Inayawan, while Talamban and Pitos will be on November 26. Those who fail in the inspections can have their units re-inspected on November 27. Traditional jeepneys must pass the inspection from LTO's Motor Vehicle Inspection Service and secure an updated Cebu City Transportation Travel Line and special permit from LTFRB. Cuenco, though, clarified that even if drivers get the LTO and LTFRB clearances but no COVID-19 test result yet, they still cannot resume operation. Cebu City's Emergency Operations Center conducted the swab testing of drivers, but DOH Central Visayas took over in the pool testing, which is still ongoing as of this report. LTFRB allowed the operation of 1,720 traditional jeepneys in Cebu City to operate in 18 routes. Chari Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
Operators of public utility vehicles in Central Visayas, whose operations have been greatly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, will receive cash subsidy of 6,500 pesos per unit. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
Operators of around 15,000 public utility vehicles in Central Visayas will receive cash aid through the Direct Cash Subsidy Program of the government. The Land Transportation Franchising Regulatory Board Central Visayas said 6,500 pesos per unit will be given to the eligible operators. LTO Central Visayas Director Eduardo Montialto Jr. said they have already forwarded a list containing a total of 14,992 active PUV units to their central office. Montialto said though the regional office plans to officially launch the program virtually this Friday, some operators of the traditional PUJs in Cebu have already received their cash aid directly from the national government through their Pantawid Pasada program cards yesterday. Of the 14,992 PUV units they submitted to their central office, a total of 1,024 are public utility buses, 90 are point-to-point buses, 314 are minibuses, 2,626 are fill cabs or multi-cabs, 9,817 are traditional PUJs, 793 are UV Express, and 328 are modern PUJs. Kenneth Torres, Newsbits Tonight.
Newsbits Tonight will be right back after this short break. Around 40 applications for tuition increase from private basic education institutions in Central Visayas were approved for this school year, just before the first community quarantine was implemented in March. However, more than 60 private basic education institutions in the region have also temporarily closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
The Department of Education Central Visayas said only around 40 applications for tuition increase from private basic educational institutions in Central Visayas have been approved this school year, just before the community quarantine due to COVID-19 pandemic was first implemented on March. DepEd Central Visayas Director Celestiano Jimenez said this is in response to the call of an education advocacy group, Rise for Education Alliance Cebu, for the education departments, DepEd, and the Commission on Higher Education to provide moratorium on tuition and other fee increases. DepEd Central Visayas said of the 1,019 private schools, they received only less than 100 tuition increase application and approved about 40 applications for this school year. The deliberation and approval happened prior to the pandemic, as the yearly submission for application for increase in tuition and other miscellaneous fee started January and ended on March 30. Jimenez added most of the schools have deducted fees and withheld miscellaneous fee increases as it is not feasible because of distance learning. CHED Central Visayas Director Maximo Alhibi said the application of 14 higher educational institutions for tuition increase have already been discussed by the Commission and Bank. Of the 14, 7 filed for tuition increase applicable only for incoming freshmen, while the rest are applicable to all year levels. Meanwhile, DepEd Central Visayas said more than 60 private basic educational institutions in the region have already signified intent to temporarily close and cease operation for school year 2020-2021 due to the pandemic. Chari Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
The Land Transportation Office in Central Visayas has opened its 15th district office. The new office in Ronda Town will serve residents in the southwestern part of Cebu Province. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
The 15th District Office of the Land Transportation Office Central Visayas has officially opened its doors in Ronda Town, Province of Cebu. The new Ronda District Office can temporarily accommodate 80 to 100 persons in a day with the implementation of the health protocols due to COVID-19 pandemic. LTO Central Visayas Director Victor Kaindek said that the Ronda District Office was built in 20 days. It is only LTO office in Southwest Cebu. Kaindek thanked Cebu Province 7th District Representative Peter Jan Calderon for authoring the Republic Act 11437, or an act which established the district office of the municipality of Ronda. He also thanked Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia, who was present during the ceremony, for the continued support to the agency. The event was also the graduation ceremony of the 100 students from Barili to Santander who finished the theoretical driving course from November 16 to 18, 2020. Kenneth Torres, Newsbits Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Good evening.